Hey everyone, my name is Queen. It is an awesome privilege to be with you today and just talk a little bit about forgiveness and how God is faithful to forgive us. I know that as I was growing up as a young Christian that I experienced so much forgiveness from God. Even still, till this day, I still receive forgiveness from God. But I also know that I haven't extended the same type of forgiveness to people. I always weigh it out and I think to myself, well, do they deserve it? And based on what they did, how quick should I forgive? Should I hold on to some of that? And should I just extend the forgiveness because I want them to suffer? But the thing about this is it's not just that you don't forgive, it's more so that you don't release yourself from the burden of that. And I learned the hard way that I needed to forgive quickly so that I can be blessed quickly. Now, one thing I can share with you is, as I was growing up, I always had a target. And what I mean by that is there was a particular person in my life that I felt like I'm not going to forgive this person until I'm fully ready. I was a Christian. I came to the faith. I believed in God. I received the forgiveness of God. I received God's love. I had made new friends, but I still held on to this thing. And I thought to myself, no way, I'm not going to give this forgiveness easy, because before I came to the faith, there were things that I wanted to do as a revengeful way towards this person. So of course now I'm a believer and I don't want to let go of those thoughts because I want to do what I wanted to do. And God understands now that I'm a believer. What a trick, right? But here's what I learned even as I went through some of these emotions. I learned that I expressed a lot of forgiveness from God, and God says that He blots out all of our transgressions, and I experienced that. But if I wanted to be blessed, I needed to extend the same type of forgiveness. So as you're listening to this today, as you're thinking about what is your next step in forgiveness and how can you forgive someone, I want to leave you with two questions. The first question is, how has God forgiven you? And that even helps you think about, man, there are some things that I felt like there's no way that God will forgive me from this, but He did. So think about that. One, how has God forgiven you? And then the second question is, how can you extend the same forgiveness to someone? Like I said, for me, I weighed it out. I'm thinking, well, they did this much. Should I forgive them this much? Should I forgive them this less? But God doesn't look at it that way. So I want to encourage you. One, how has God forgiven you? And secondly, how can you forgive someone the same way? I want to pray for you and believe God for you that you're going to experience His full forgiveness. And God's going to be with you and He's going to guide you through it. He's going to show you how to do it. But be blessed. Hold on to the fact that God has blotted all the transgressions from you, and also be encouraged that you can be a blessing to somebody else. God bless you. Experience His forgiveness today. We pray for you and believe for you during this 21 days of fasting and praying.
Well, I hope today's devotion was encouraging to you, and we'd love to continue the conversation with you in this. So leave comments below so we can have dialogue with one another. We'd love to be of encouragement to you as well in your journey of faith, and that's a great place to do so as we continue the conversation. You can also subscribe to the channel, and that allows you to not miss anything that comes out moving forward, any of these devotions, and all the great content that Echo is releasing week after week. We'll see you next time.